Why is the ad break starting now? Hi, everybody. Wait, did the ad break not start earlier? Oh my god. Hi, everyone. Thank you for the level 3 hype, well, level 2 hype train. Appreciate it very much. Thank you for the support. Blade Runner, thank you for the 5 gifted. Zindani, thank you for 17 months. Star, thank you for 28 months. Holy shit, 28 months. Archipel, thank you for 31 months. I really, really do appreciate the support. I don't know what magma is, unless we're talking about the molten rock that burns your skin. I feel like not many people have used that in any sense of capacity. All right, for whatever reason, the ad break is going to start in 10 seconds. I don't know why it's starting so late. Usually it starts at the very beginning of the stream, but hey, I will sit here yammering my ass off while the ad break plays. Yes, thank you for the support. Magma is an art site where multiple people can draw on one canvas. That sounds like a... If it was with people that I trusted, maybe I would give it a shot. If I were to do that with chat, I guarantee at some point there would be a full-on dick and balls or vagina drawn on stream. Guaranteed, 100%. It will happen, if not by you guys, by some random person that comes in. What? Add snooze for fight. I'm so confused. You can make it private, like locked with the password. Even then, I still don't know if I trust all of you. Hi, Milfy. Happy to see you. It's been a while. I feel like I haven't dropped by enough. I will drop by at some point. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Just chilling. Today, I did want to kind of refine the design of the ding-dongs. We got some done last time, but I do kind of want to run around with it a little more. See, also, I might want to test out different color palettes because the orange does kind of stand out very nicely, but it might be too orange against the purple. Let's put out a lurk mode. Oh, that's fair. You know, gift subs have a tendency of doing that, but no, we appreciate you lurking no matter what, Milfy. Thank you for dropping by. But yeah, I do want to kind of rework the design. If nothing else, make the lines cleaner, make everything, probably use a symmetry tool to just get my overall line art cleaner, and then test the colors, because I think right now what I have is a little too... If I were to put this against my own art, I think because of the bright orange, it's going to stand out a little too much. So I need to figure out how to work with that. That's so adorable. Thank you. Appreciate it. Took me a while to get it working. Took me a few tries to really get something that I was pleased with. Look, we all know you guys choose violence. I think I might shift it around. Maybe I'll just give you guys like a little knife. You guys need something. I feel like if you're going to be members of a cult, you need something, but I haven't decided what it is yet, so we'll play around a little more. We'll do a little bit more doodling. Maybe experiment with what it looks like when your face splits apart and then there's like just innumerous amounts of teeth and tongues. I have many knives. Is that a good thing? Can you be trusted with those knives? Okay, so first and foremost, what we want to do... All right. Let's see. Let's try to clean up the design first. So what we want to do is grab a symmetry ruler like that. How is everybody? Y'all been chilling? Been enjoying life? Enjoying good times with your family and loved ones? I'm actually kind of curious because This design follows a lot of similarities with Pokemon, so maybe we can pull something from like Sprigatito. Eye-wise, no. I want to keep the eyes the way they are now. Okay, maybe not. Been good, just feeling very busy, sometimes it feels like, and this heat's draining my energy. Okay, real talk. It is hot. I don't know what it is, but like, so usually I take Loki out on a walk 3 times a day. Once in the morning, once in the evening, and then once at night. It has been blazing, but it's also like really humid in my area. So I'm just melting as I walk along. And usually he and I try to make like a decent walk. We'll like usually try and walk around the whole block, which takes maybe like 20, 30 minutes. We can barely stand to be out there for 10. Like I just feel my energy slowly leaving my body, and I just become like this slug just creeping along the ground, doing my best to try and conserve my energy to get back home in one piece. And it's probably worse for him since he has like that big poofy fur coat. Ugh. I will be very happy when the summer finishes and it goes back to being cool. I think I've given the whole rant on I enjoy winter over summer. Because, look, I'll say it, I always say this and I'll say it again. With cold weather, you can layer on layers. You can put on thermal underwear, you can put on jackets, you can put on shirts, you can put on layered pants, you can put on scarves and hats. With the heat, I can't exactly walk around naked all the time. And even then, it's usually so hot that walking around naked isn't enough, and I can't really strip off any other pieces of clothing beyond my skin. So I will take winter any time of the day. Any time of the day. We've gotten so much rain that it is also humid here. Yeah. Yeah. I will be very, very happy when the weather begins to cool down and we will all be happy again. I assume it's frowned upon to just walk around in a birthday suit. I mean, hey, look, free the nipple, right? The whole purpose of the free the nipple movement isn't to just allow booba to be free, but it's also to allow us all to, when it's really, really hot, we can just walk around butt naked. Just imagine it. A whole city of nothing but nude people walking around. If you need to carry things in your you need to carry things like your phone, your wallet. Everyone's got like this like little thin purse that you kind of like just drape around your chest, and that's how you store your stuff while you walk around naked. And then probably everybody has like, let's say, a change of clothes, maybe like some really light wear in that same purse, so that if you so decide to, you can choose to put on a change of clothes. I stand here now to tell you all, this is how life should be. We should be allowed to walk around naked, as bare as the day we were born, for as long as we like, because the heat is intolerable. Stand with me. Everyone rise up. We must be naked together. And in polite society, that opinion would get me thrown out the door. Who cares? It's going to be too hot to enjoy the sight of genitals or booba. No one's going to care. We all just want to be cooler. We all just want to enjoy the breeze on our bare skin. That's the whole reason why you sweat. The whole reason why you sweat is to allow the outside atmosphere to flow across the liquid on your skin, cooling it down. If we are putting on clothes, we are defeating the purpose of that mechanism. We are diluting one of our core body functions into instead just creating a swampy mess of our underwear and our shirts and making just life uncomfortable. Instead, I stand here and tell you, be naked. Who's with me? Let's all be naked. Only when you're naked will you truly unlock your real power. All right, cool. That was my rant for today. But seriously, the time of us being agog and being outraged by naked people has long since passed. Let us be free. Okay, so first and foremost, probably want to use a thinner line, so something like this. Okay, so for recreating this, I think I'm probably going to need to make the eyes a little bit smaller. Right now, they're unconsciously large, and I think that's offsetting things a little bit. Now, the problem is, can I draw a good circle? Jonathan out here drawing balls. Hold on. And then you want to make a little vein mark right here. Scrotum wrinkles there. Wrinkles here at the gooch. Ta-da! Okay, no. Angry balls, always. Look, if your balls aren't angry, you're not treating them well. Your balls need room and space to breathe. As any man can tell you, if you constrict your balls, you're only causing more pain for yourself. Man, I cannot do this. Okay, let's just... Can I just use a... No, I kind of want to... There's a very stubborn part of me that wants to get this right and do it on my own. Let's see. Probably want to make the eyes thicker. How are you, Kaiser? Hope you're doing well. Come on. What version of clip art are you on? Pretty old. I think this is still version 1. I don't know if I ever upgraded to version 2, and I think they're on version 3 now. I think I'm like a full version behind, basically. Let's see, actually. I think I should be able to tell. Help, version information. I'm on version 2. So I'm 2 versions behind currently. I know that version 4 has a bunch of like really cool stuff, but unfortunately, I don't use Clip Studio enough and at a high enough proficiency that I can feel it's worth the investment. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't feel that I use this to the point that I need to upgrade yet. Let me rotate this. Perhaps if I used it more, I would say it's worth it, but at the moment, it's just not really. Let's see. Do I want the eyes pointing out or pointing in? Probably keep them pointing out. Oh, where's my music? Version 1, same thing. I don't use it enough. Yeah, exactly. Like, there's a lot of really cool stuff in version 4, but if I don't use it to the point that it's worth paying for the upgrade, I'm just burning money at that point. And I do have, like, I do have like a small amount of money always set aside for streaming stuff. So that's what I use to pay for the model upgrades, to pay for any like stream gear, technology upgrades, software, occasionally games. All that's usually taken out from directly from earnings that I make on stream. Because of that, however, since I don't actually make that much from streaming, and I've kind of done this whole thing where if I can't afford to pay for something that I make on stream, I'm not ready for it. So because of that mindset, at the moment, my funds are very limited because of paying for the 2.0 model and everything, like all the new emotes. I need to still pay for overlays, probably promotional videos, because I don't think I'll have time to make those. So all these little things. So right now, our funds for streaming are a little low, just a little low. So that just means, hey, look, I got to be creative. I got to figure out new ways to do things and do it myself, which is why currently all the editing on TikTok and YouTube is stuff that I handle on my own in my free time, which is also really limited. I do have to say, I really, really hate the meme aspect of editing for modern day YouTube shorts. The fact that like everything's got to be like punchy and snappy and quick with like a 5-second attention span. Teach me how to art. Moo, I'm pretty sure you can draw better than I can. I saw your art for Starry's Tumblr. I am pretty sure at this point you're a better artist than I am. If anything, it should be me going, hey Moo, teach me how to draw. Teach me how to draw. Teach me how to draw. Like, seriously, that was like some really nice art. Well done, Moo. I don't know if I've told you that yet. Well done. Good job with that Tumblr. When it's on really good sale, it's definitely worth it. You might not need the EX version. Yeah, but I don't want the EX version for sure. I have no use for that. But the base Pro version, for if I have the chance to buy it on a sale, maybe I will, because it actually looks like there's a lot of really cool functions on there. Moo art class, let's go. Yeah, you know what? I like this idea. Moo, you're taking over the stream and you're going to teach us how to draw from now on. Okay, so what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to... Oh, it duplicates even that. Interesting. But it doesn't duplicate the eraser? That's so weird. Okay. I'm going to erase one eye, and I'm just going to work with one eye at the moment. It tilts the ruler? Why would it tilt the ruler? I don't know anything. You know everything, Moo. We know you. You know everything. Oh, okay. Maybe if I don't link the ruler to the layer. There we go. That's better. Okay, okay. Now we're talking. Come back here, Moo. Teach us all the secrets of Clip Studio Paint. Okay, so I probably want the eye... If we're looking at it straight on, I want the eye relatively dead on. And then we move this over a little bit. Probably don't want to worry about highlights yet. Right now, I just want to worry about placement. The problem here is going to be... I should have centered this. I made an error. Shit. Okay. So the error I made was currently this ruler is not dead center. Because of that, horizontally flipping anything is going to be off. Okay, we want it at 1000. You're seeing what I drew a week before that? Complete poo-poo. Hey, look, if you manage to improve that much in a week, that's also equally impressive. That's equally impressive and praiseworthy. Okay, let's not worry too much about the complexity of things and just focus on getting nice, clean lines right now. Okay. All right, so we have the little take edit, transform, flip horizontal. Oh, wow, it doesn't even do that. Okay. Gonna have to figure this out. So it doesn't replicate it at all. Ooh, I don't like that. This is gonna make things harder. Okay, let's say you want it at about, whoops. Let's say we want this eye at about here. Equally, I want the eye probably here. Is that equidistance? That does not look equidistance. In fact, I can guarantee that's not equidistance. I learned quite a bit before making the Tumblr drawing. Hey, no. Look. I think it is safe to say that your skill level is far beyond anything that I've accomplished in my on and off years of drawing. So be proud of it. Be proud of what you've accomplished and what you've learned. Okay. So if I can't do a full mirror of what I want, that's going to complicate things. Edit. Oh, here, layer transform. Layer mask, layer order, change selected layer. Edit. There should be a way to horizontally flip the layer itself. Layer mask, ruler frame. Did Clip Studio change? I could have am I thinking Photoshop? It's under transform. Transform won't flip the layer. It flips the image horizontal, which is not what we want. Because see, if it does this, we don't get it to mirror exactly on the opposite side of where the eye should be, which now means I can't measure the distances correctly. Fuck it, I'll make it work. I'm just gonna make it work. I've lived through worst. Merge these layers. You can flip it horizontal and vertical under transform. Yeah. No, like flip horizontal and flip. Flipping it was never the issue. The issue is that I can't have it be a full rotation of the layer transformation. It only flips the selected image itself, which is not quite what I want. No. No worries. Okay. Draw out the tongue. That's fine. I will make it work through eyeballing and less than accurate precision. purely out of curiosity, let's create highlights. Hi, Napoleon. Where are you? You chillin'? You having a good time? Let's make this a little bigger. There we go. Maybe I should add like a little catch light reflection down here. What I'll just we're actually just redoing the line art from last time, mostly because I think I just want to get it a little bit cleaner and then figure out colors, because I think the orange is going to be too distracting if I use it as an actual color. Okay, let's see. So what I want to do is I want to find where the eye forms, like this. That's a little better. So we want to match and then erase there. There we go. Okay. Now, what was I thinking of? Oh, yeah. Did y'all think about my discussion from last stream? Have you figured out what flavor you would be? Have you discovered the flavor of your essence? Has my speech last stream inspired you to go out and taste yourself? If not, what the hell are you doing? You should all explore new depths. Learn exactly what kind of avenues you can seek. I want to keep the shape of the head simple. Also, I think I drew the mouth too low. Kaido, hello, welcome in. How are you? What flavor do you think this thing would be? This little eldritch abomination. Right now, I'm imagining like a cherry cream soda, but y'all got different opinions. Y'all want to taste like something different. Let's see. I kind of want to have like a larger chin. Do. I'm doing good, Kaido. Doing good. Thank you very much. So alternatively, we can create like this, like an almost like dumpling style head with big cheeks, which might help give like a little more definition to the head. Maybe? Maybe. With the head probably being something along the lines of this. Let me just see how this looks. Ooh. Ideas. What if we take away the ears and we make them tentacles instead? You know, in keeping with the theme that this is supposed to be a cult. So we have this sweeping along like this. Not a great tentacle, but I'll work on it later. Okay. The chat mascot's getting tentacles now. Let's create some space. What brings you by our lovely, totally wholesome stream tonight, Kaido? I want to keep the body shape. So we want to have that very like sack boy look, which probably means got to keep the arms here. Bring out body's a little bit too wide. We don't want to have it be too ponderous. I think I made the tongue too long here. Actually, I might have made the mouth in general too big. Let's bring that down a little bit. And then just a little blip. Just a little blip. Blip harder, damn it. Just browsing the art streams. Well, I appreciate you dropping my hours. I can't offer giant, enormous anime booba or beautiful Bishonen boys, but you know what? If you want teeth, tentacles, and lots of weird art, this is probably a good place to hang out for a little bit. Okay, let's see. We can probably shorten the body. I think as it is right now is too long. Let's bring it... Maybe I made the body too long. So let's say we bring the body back down. No, to want to have it be a little bit pudgy. We also want it to be short. I think I probably want to bring down the face a little bit. There. So now we have it looking less like it's looking up. Something's off. Did I? Oh, okay. So the erasing isn't quite equal there. Clip Studio on open free. Moo's like, I went in to explore new things. And Clip Studio said no. Clip Studio really just said, nah, not tonight, Moo. It was going really hard. I used to have a booba toggle. I don't think it works anymore. I think we had to remove it. Hold on. I think I used to have a booba toggle. Let me see. I know for a fact that Livity and I... Wait. It's still here. Set, unset expression, booba, left control, numpad 3. Wait. I don't think it works anymore. Basically, once upon a time, Livity and I had a random thought, and we essentially set a toggle that would cause the front to kind of expand a little bit and then turn up the jiggle physics to maximum. So for a brief moment, I could have a cup size booba. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, it looks like that particular toggle has stopped working. Truly, truly unfortunate. I have been denied the glory and mayhem of my own set of booba. Will injustices will never stop holding me back. All right, so here's my idea. I'm going to follow the curve of this, but then bring it a little bit shallower. Broken booba. Yes, just like my tits. Just like my tits. Everything is breaking. Oh yeah, so I did finally turn off the tits redeem. Unfortunately, like I said, it's still broken. I don't know how to fix it. So until we know, I'm going to leave it turned off. And those of you who used it last time will probably have it returned to you by now. Woe is me. I have lost my glorious, humongous booba. Woe is me. It's a dark, dark day indeed for John John. All right, let's see. Clean this up here. So essentially the main thing I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to round out the face just a little bit more. Kind of give it almost like a dumpling shape. Purely because I think that will just look better overall. Yes, and then let's merge these layers. So now they're all one big thing. Then we select the head. Let's see what this looks like if I move it down. Wait. Okay, there we go. Is that too round? That might be too round. Let's bring down the face a little bit. So right now what I'm doing is I'm just adjusting parts to try and get them lined up correctly. Maybe actually it was better the way it was before. Let's go back all the way. Let's return back to the original line art. Keep it like this for now. Let's start introducing the idea of tentacles. I think the body might be too small, but it also makes sense with how big the head is. So let's keep that for now. If we have the head, merge visible layers. Okay. Let's see, the head shape could go like this. Probably round it out a little bit more. Let's just give you like a really big forehead, and then we'll play the good old VTuber tradition of tic-tac-toe on your forehead. How's that? Yeah, no worries, Kaido. Appreciate the lyric. Or maybe it's a marshmallow. It really is. It's a Pillsbury Doughboy. Okay. Enough messing around. Let's figure this out. So, come on. Come on, baby. So the only thing I want to be careful about is, like I mentioned before, we want to be careful with tentacles as a mascot, purely because, unfortunately, it'd be too easy to draw comparisons and parallels to Ina's Takodachi. So since we want to avoid that, big brain marshmallow. Could be fun. Could be a lot of fun. So let's have the tentacles sit a little bit like this. Clean up that extra line right there. And then let's have another tentacle come out like this. Okay, I think I want the tentacles to be fatter. I think they're too thin as they are right now. But I want to keep that head shape. So we have the head shape. Let's build upon it. How about just a really long, no, a really short, fat tentacle, a little chode of a tentacle, we shall say. Really fat chode. I wonder who's the first person that came up with the word chode. It's not really a word that you think of normally. Wait, hold on. Like that. And then another big chode of a tentacle. Just like that. And then maybe one last chode tentacle right where the head connects with everything else. So we'll have it start down here. No, we'll have it. I sent you a link, might fix the eraser thing you mentioned. I was having an issue with it as well, but didn't look it up at the time. Let me see. With the eraser tool selected, check enable snapping in the subtool menu. Let me increase that. Okay, snapping. So there is no button for snapping, which is potentially an issue. Go to on the bottom. Oh, right. Spring effect, stroke, razor, connection starting and ending. Erase in all layers. Correction. Enable snapping. And will this now work? Let's see. It works! Hallelujah! Thank you, Moo. I appreciate it. All right, that solves a bit of a headache for me. Huzzah! Let's see. How do I want to draw this? Then flares out a little bit. Oh, where did my ruler go? Oh, right. I had to move the ruler from this layer, so now I need to move to this layer. All right, there we go. So, hold on. You got this. You got this. And then draw the big... Come on. Come on. Chode of a tentacle. Not hard. Shouldn't be too difficult. Come on. Control-Alt-Z. An artist's best friend. Why can I not? Hold on. What the hell is going on? Come on. Okay. There we go. No. Hold on. Okay. There we go. There we go. Just had to get the shape of the tentacle right. So we want it to fall along. Maybe a little too close to the body. Let's have it zip out a little bit. Is that going to work for what I want? I was going to give you the more lengthy solution of selecting an area with tool. Oh, God, no. I mean, I know how to do that. I just wanted the easy way out of this. I know how to do that. I just want to do the easy method. Okay. Oops. Erase this. Just to see how this all looks when it's meshed together. I think the tentacle closest to the head needs to flip in. It can't flip out like the other two. Or Or alternatively, you have the creature with like these multiple tentacles coming out of its head. And then they kind of like blend into the head. I'm not even sure how to frame this in my head. Hold on. Look up a squid mascot. Not quite what I want. I'm curious. Tentacle mascot. I have my sensor bar ready just in case I need it. Okay. Not too bad. No, none of these have what I want. Maybe we just keep the roundness of the head as it is. Or alternatively, we draw that outer tentacle. How'd I do this? So draw like this. I don't want to make it too fat. You want to have it be an appropriate length for a tentacle. So maybe like that. So curve down, sweep up. And then let's see how that looks. This probably sounds insane. I'm just like talking to myself. Going like, all right, we're going to sweep down with this tentacle. We're going to put this tentacle here. Going to put that tentacle there. All right. Yeah, I appreciate you looking up the solution, Mood. Definitely saved me some time and effort. I think, I'd probably make this shorter here. But then that looks like it's coming out of the side of the head, not naturally. Oh, what if we do something like this? I think we're going to have to keep some kind of ear shape. So we'll have the tentacles in the back. I got you, yeah. And then maybe we keep the tentacles in the back, but then we have this like long fox-like ear style that comes in behind the head here. And then you have the circular shape here. Let's see how that looks. If I were to go back to here, erase all this. Oh man, I think I've fallen into the trap of like, I'm trying to add too many aspects into this thing. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the tentacles and I'm going to just isolate them on another layer and then work on the main body until I have what I want. Wait, shit. Wrong layer. All right. Cut out the tentacles. How do I do this? And then bring it back around. Okay. Now we have what I want. And then we delete it on this layer. Perfect. All right, we're gonna move the tentacles off for now. I do like them. I think they're a little bit cute. So now I just need to work on the main body. I think let's try to keep some kind of an ear just to help give a sense of body to this entire thing. I think the ruler is slightly off, but I can't tell in what, so I'm going to leave it alone. Bring it down even lower. There we go. Now it has brush hair that is so high up. It's got like a little like Marie Antoinette do, just like, whee! That'd be pretty funny. Okay, there's definitely something going on with the ruler, but I'm gonna have to live with it for now. I think it almost feels like something's wrong. What is it? Maybe the eyes are too wide. It bothers me. It bothers me. Okay. What I can do. That's going to cause them to squish. Very sophisticated. Hey, look. Got to make sure that we're cultured individuals. Let's see. How close do I want these? Is that too close? Maybe what I should do. There's a small part of me that just wants to say, I fucked up. Let's restart. And then maybe I can't tell what went wrong, but something went wrong. The shape of the head doesn't make any sense now. And things are a little too... What I might be able to do is... Let's do this. Let's do this. I'm going to straight up nuke what I have right now. I'm going to take this original piece. Delete the text line. Bring in... let me hide the screen really fast. Mostly because I need to pull up my image browser and I don't want to accidentally dox any of my files or show you my secret porn stash. Can't have that now. All right. There we go. Copy this layer onto here. Okay, let's see color-wise how this goes. Also, the secondary problem I have is this mascot is meant to go with the 2.0 model, but I can't bring in the 2.0 model without giving you all major spoilers. Unfortunately. Sharing is caring. How about... Is that not filled in? Is that just blank white space in there? How about this? I will tell you that one of my favorite adult anime has... How can I put this? One of my favorite adult anime features split tongues. How about that? The code for it is... Let me actually see. Hold on. You wanted me to share? You want me to share? Let me find it. Split. Okay, found it. Okay. So the name of my favorite is Muramata-san. The code... The code for this... That's fair. If it's code, it's technically manga. That is fair. The exact code for the one that I'm thinking of is probably 286444. There you go. I have shared. Snake ladies? No, not even a snake lady. Not even a snake lady. 28644. Enjoy. That one is my particular favorite and will probably remain so for a while. Okay, let's see. Yeah, that orange really stands out against the model. So what we can do... Oh, them split tongues. In all honesty, I wonder how much must that hurt? If you were to actually do that to your own tongue, like, what would that be like? Like, you're basically cutting your tongue down the middle, right? Ugh. That sounds so brutal. Hi, Maru. How are you? But if you can control them independently, I can see how that'd be very useful. And not in the nasty way, like in the, like, just straight up, like, it could be useful way. They numb it, it doesn't hurt. Oh. I mean, there you go. I guess if they numb it, then maybe it'll be all okay. Is there a hue and saturation adjustment for this? Artistic color blending? Is that what I want? No. Hold on. Let me look this up. How to adjust hue, saturation, clip studio. After a heal, it would just be weird. I don't know how I feel about being able to move both sides individually. I feel like that'd be fun, right? Like, it's kind of like learning how to tie more mascot mayhem. That just means you grew into the cups. Sorry, Jose. I just saw your messages on YouTube. My bad. Thanks for dropping by. Let's see. Posterization levels. Okay, wait. How do I based on the HSV? How do you adjust this though? Edit tonal correction. New correction layer. File new correction. Oh, there we go. Okay, I see now. Split tongues are interesting because recovery is fairly short and you instinctively know how to move all the muscles in your tongue. That could be interesting. Honestly, I think I would like to play around with that a little bit. Okay, we can worry about clipping it down to the image later. Let's try and go for something purple in color. Drop the saturation. As you can make your tongue feel like it's being pulled apart. Oh, God. That's a very, very visceral imagery right there. Okay, so this is copy number 1. Gotta finish some stuff. Hey, no worries, Moo. Appreciate you dropping by. Okay, so the hue saturation is going to mess with some of the other colors, but maybe this way I can see a little more of what I have in mind for all this. I don't know. I think having a split tongue and being able to control them independently could be useful. Would I want to do that? I'm not sure. That's a bit extreme of a step to take for me, I feel. Could be useful. Not sure I want to commit to it because I don't think you can reverse that surgery, right? That sounds pretty permanent. It's really good for eating. Do you have experience with split tongue, Hazel? Is this something that you're used to? Let's see. New correction layer. Let's go. Let's see. We have green. I don't think green's going to look good. Maybe an aquamarine blue. Drop the saturation a little bit. There we go. I've done my research. Oh. How do you adjust these values? Oh, there we go. Okay. Drop the saturation slightly. Hue. Let's go more of a blue. Clip it down. Not for me personally, but I think it's cool and hot. There you go. The code I gave you is probably one of the hottest uses of it in adult manga that I've ever seen. Kind of surprised they haven't tried to make it into an anime yet. I don't want one because I want a tongue piercing. Wouldn't you like split your tongue and then you get the tongue piercing on each one? So now you have 2 tongue piercings instead of just one. So now you have 2 little beads. Okay, let's see. I think out of all of these, the colors I still like best are probably... I'm afraid the purple is just going to blend in. Let's lower the size of these. Maybe, but also feels like it affects taste buds. Oh, okay. That does make sense. That does make sense and seems very sensible. Okay, put this up. So basically what I'm doing right now, code share for a reason. Yeah, sure, I got you, Kaido. 28644. You know what? Here. I'm just gonna pin that for the hell of it. There we go. Now everyone can have that code. Bum. Ba-dum. Okay, so here's my thoughts. I think the purple, especially with the colors that I'm gonna have for the newest model, might not stand out well against it. Also very weary about food tastes. Oh, like you want to make sure you preserve them. I mean, that seems smart to me. Like, what is it? Obviously, I don't want to tank my ability to taste good food purely for the chance to have a split tongue. In all honesty, The red might be best. The blue kind of blends in with the white and the purple, but the red might do the job. Let's see. Yeah, okay. So we're going to go with red, probably. I'll have to work out the exact shades later. Should I just draw something cursed again? It's been a while. Maybe I should just go back to drawing weird-ass things. And then what I might do is I might take the mascot and have somebody else work on it, see if they can do a better job of designing than I can. Let's just go back to cursed art, shall we? Put away the cute stuff because I can't do cute. Instead, what I know I can do is make weird-ass stuff that makes people go, what the fuck are you drawing? Okay. Let's start off. Let's see. Give me a circle. We're going to start off with a nice, easy eyeball. And please excuse the 3-minute ad break. Unfortunately, I can't truly do anything about it. Okay. New raster layer. All right, let's see. All right. We're back to drawing eyeballs. Back to drawing something that I at least know how to draw. Can't go wrong with a good eyeball. Is that an egg sack? That's so specific, Jose. No, I hadn't planned on it being an egg sack. At least that wasn't part of the plan. Who knows what it is now? Okay, take this. Get the iris nice and black. How are you, Jose? Sorry, missed your earlier messages. It's very... I'm still not used to splitting my attention between YouTube and Twitch. But hey, welcome in. All right. What I might try this time... What if I try an eye inside of an eye? So we have... Actually, you know what? If that's the case, let's get rid of that blackness. So here's my idea. So we have... whites. This will be iris 1, whites 1. And then... Ah, shoot. I should put that all on a different... I should put all that on a different layer. What am I doing? Doing good, just exhausted. Oh my god, everyone. Yeah, no, like seriously. Everyone is suffering from the heat right now. It just sucks. Nobody likes the heat. It's absolute hell for everyone right now. Please do your best to stay safe and hydrated. And then... we'll create another eye. And welcome back, Twitch, from the ad hell. Those of you who are currently researching, enjoy your research. Tell me what you think. Let me know what your opinions are. I am? That's good, that's good. Glad to hear, Jose. Glad to hear. Probably want to... Ah, shoot. Okay, so I need to put that on a different layer. Grab both of these, bring them this way. Okay, so here's my idea. Inside will be the pupil right here. This will be pupil layer. This will be iris 2. This will be whites 2. This will be iris 1. Oops. I feel called out. Wait, why? I would never shame you for doing research. And then purely as a color test, let's just see what this looks like. So let's go, stay on black. Let's just go gold. Oop. Go gold. Go red. Wait. Right, because that's white. Right. Okay, so that needs to be whites. Okay, so we have eye inside of an eye. That should work. All right. Perfect. Let's do this. Let's start from the outside first of all. I need to pull up an actual eye for reference. So excuse me, this is going to get a little graphic. Images.google.com. Eyeball. Probably the easiest to work from. Graphic, I like graphic. Give me a second. Give me a second. Oh, you mean like the tentacles to throw at me? Remember what I was saying about tits being broken right now? I had to turn them off. Like, it just wasn't happening. It doesn't look like it's been patched, and I'm a little afraid of updating to the latest one because that's the one people are saying is currently broken. Yeah, I'm sorry, radishes. Unfortunately, that is the state of the world right now. Wanted. Okay. This all probably needs to be a little bit smaller. And then this probably needs to be smaller. So now we're back to drawing eyeballs, radishes. How about this? I will give you a tentacle in this artwork somewhere. I don't know where it's going to be, but there will be a tentacle in here. Will that suffice? Nope. Nope. Not falling for that. Not this time. I have been got by it too often. I refuse to be taken aside this time. Not this time. No way, no how. How are you, radishes? You doing good? Okay, the pupil should be probably much smaller. And then would be set inside a little bit. Is that right? You can see the alert right in the chat. Yes, but then sometimes I don't see that alert. You know what I mean? Sometimes, like the last times you've gotten me, I have not been looking at chat, so I didn't notice the knock. And that's usually how people get me. Just bought a PC from a nerd on Craigslist. That seems very specific. Was it a good PC? Yes, I think so. All right. Good for you. Good for you. I'm just glad that the whole like wave of scalping what is it? Scalping PCs is over. God, it was like it felt like for forever that it would cost an arm and a leg just to get a GPU, and thank God that time is mostly over. Thank God, because everybody and their mother was out to make a quick buck back in those days. People wanted the GPUs for farming crypto coin, or they just really, really, really wanted to scalp them. Okay, so for the outside iris, let's actually go with that red. It's not too crazy of a color, and I can work with it. He built it for CFD computations. I don't know what those are, but they sound cool. I don't know what they are, but they sound really cool. Flies by at the end of the scene. Let's see. How do I want to do this? Do I want some bright red in there? Computational fluid dynamics. I am just gonna pray and hope that that sounds like it needs like a very powerful computer to work with. All right, how do I want to do this? Kind of curious. There's certain eyes that I love to try and draw. Okay, let's go with this style, which is not easy to imitate, but let's see if I can make it work. Need the hot sun, dum. Which probably means if that's meant to be the pupil, I actually probably need to make all of this smaller. $128 gigabytes of what the fuck? Why so much? That feels a bit extreme. All right, let's start working on shading. Shotgun underneath the hot sun, bum bum. Riding shotgun underneath the hot sun. Why not all the RAM? You know, if you need to do that really heavy, super high duty work, then maybe all that RAM is actually necessary. Underneath the hot sun, dum bum 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 bum. Maybe what I should do. Normally, I would say that adding three-dimensionality onto any artwork makes it look that much better. Debating in my head if I can pull this off. What are we doing here? I'm trying to draw an eyeball within an eyeball. I've never tried that before, so we'll see how well it goes. Honestly, I might just try imitating this eye style first and then do the eyeball within an eyeball so I don't make it too complex. All right. Let me let me try reverting back to type form. So, revert all the way back. Focus now on just drawing an eye. Both in my style and then utilizing aspects of what is in this art piece. What are you up to, Radishes? You still trying to teach the BF how to play TFT? And then we want... Okay, hold on. No, he doesn't have time. BF really just said, I don't have time to play this auto chess game. You're on your own. Nerding out about this PC. Hey, well, you did. If you got a PC, that's very nice for very cheap. Understandable, honestly. Should I just make this simple on myself? Let me just draw an eye the way I'm used to drawing an eye. And then extend it. My current PC died. Oh no. Wait, what happened to it? Just like crashed, just literally gave up the ghost, was like, it's been too many times, too many rerolls, too many game queues up for League of Legends. I go to a better place, my younglings. Come on. I kind of like how this person draws eyelashes, where the eyelashes are almost coming from inside the whites of the eyes and then just creating like this barrier in between. It's a very interesting way of drawing eyelashes. But before that, I need to figure out the general shapes of what I want for the eye first. Okay. If the eye's like this, I probably want to curve down a little more. My ARAM game yesterday felt like it was just me connecting and reconnecting over and over again. Well, you have it here first, folks. ARAM games might actually destroy your computer. League of Legends, installing League of Legends on your computer might actually tank it. Who would have known? Curse you, Wayne. Give me a second. Let me try and dial this in before I do the exercises. Truly. I think for me, I just enjoy League. Like genuinely, as much as I make the whole memes and jokes about it, I do actually enjoy playing League of Legends. So for me, it's never been a case of having to like move away from it or separate myself from it. So I don't know, it's just different for me. how do people draw an eye this large? Because I've seen this person's art before, and they are many times. I've seen this person's art before, and they specialize in drawing like really high definition, high quality eyes. How the hell do you draw the shape of the eye this large? Only time I played was a few weeks ago on Tuesday. Otherwise, I'm pretty much done. How are you doing, Ironlad? Hi, Harumi. Hope you're doing well today. Oh, thank you for the hearts, Harumi. Thank you very, very much. Let's see. Yes, what lesson are we teaching me? I feel like the number of lessons that I get per day, per capita, just slowly increase. This doesn't look right. It bothers me. It bothers me. I wonder where he got sent home. Wait, why? Not because you messed up or anything like that, right? Like, were you sick or something? Sounds like you need to draw like a sir. Ta-da! No. I wish I could draw like that. Not enough work. Okay. Hold on. I just want to see what this feels like. So, eye curves. Let's rotate this. The horizontal. So, eye goes up and around. Hold on. Up and around, down. Up and around, down. Up and around, down. Okay. So knowing that, up and around, down. That, interesting. Okay, so up and around, down. Up and around, down. Up and around, down. Up and around, down. Heart friend. It was a fish? What was a fish? Well, Harumi, I hope you get to at least enjoy the rest of your day off. Sounds like a good time for you to just relax, do a little bit of whatever you need to take care of some extra work, some homework, what have you. Your previous quick eye drawing. You know, everything's a fish if you look hard enough. If you take the number 2, this is now a fish. Ta-da! If you take a heart, this is now a fish. Ta-da! If you take the letter A, this is now a fish. If you take if you take the number 1, this is now a fish. Maybe feel like Very is there. Oh. Thank you, Radishes, for the gift sub to Harumi. I appreciate it. We're trying to draw eyes. Mostly I'm just trying to learn this style. If you take a speech bubble like this, this is now a fish. Start giving? Giving what? Fish? You want me to give you fish? Why would I give you fish? You haven't earned your fish. I think I may be a little too high for the fish. Oh no. Did your brain just go, what am I seeing? It's meant to be broken. Want you to know who I am. What happened to the tentacles? Are we talking about the tentacles to throw at me, or we're talking about the tentacles on the artwork? Because that's still coming. If we're talking about the tentacles to throw at me, that's a different matter. Artwork. Yes, yes, yes. Don't worry. There will be tentacles. I promise you, there will be a tentacle in this artwork before I finish it up for the day. Even if I have to draw it violating the eye, there will be a tentacle. John is teaching us how to fish. That way we can learn. Yes. You can draw a fish for somebody and feed them for a second. Or you can teach them to draw fishes and feed them for lifetimes. Exactly. Exactamundo. What, radishes? What Zindani? What are you two giving me those looks for? Don't you judge me. I don't deserve to be judged. I'm a pioneer of the arts, introducing new swaths of emotion and... Hold on. Introducing new swaths of emotion and color into our dreary gray lives. I actually don't like having... I'm not a huge fan of how much whites this style is giving. I'd actually prefer to bring it a little bit closer this way. Still getting confused for Zindani. It's alright. Zindani has just been hearing me talk about random curse shit a lot lately this week. You know what? I'm increasing my brush size. There we go. Oh, yeah. Okay. That's much easier to work with. Are we the same person? Always were. Always will be. Shit. Come on. No, that doesn't look right. Gotta go back to everyone with purple names. Oh god, not again. Not again. Do that to Starry. Don't do that to me. Starry deserves that chaos, not me. I didn't do anything to hurt you. Let's bring down the size of the brush slightly. What? Kaido, you okay? I don't think it banned you. Why did it time you out? Why, is there a number pinned? If you know, you know. It was part of a discussion earlier. Kaido, signal to us if you're okay. So John, real question? Yeah, sure. What's up, Zindani? What's your real question? What heinous thing will you tell me? Shit. Heavy is the crown. I have a chance to see Linkin Park in person soon, but will it good seats cost a minimum of 500? Okay, so here's the thing. While I do like the new Linkin Park's vocalist, while I do enjoy their music as it is now, it's very, very hard for me to justify dropping $500. Let's be real, probably 500 plus to get good seats for a band that no longer has Chester as the main lead. It's really hard for me to say yes to that. I can't. If it was with Chester, I would say do it now. Pay $500. It's worth it. But without Chester, even though Linkin Park is still a really good band, it's really, really hard for me to say yes to that. That's my personal feelings on it, though. I mean, because like they're an amazing band, right? Like, they're still one of the OG hard is metal hard alt rock bands. And as much as I want to say it's worth it, if you've never seen Linkin Park before live, maybe it's worth it. Like, I hear the new vocalist is really good live, so maybe it's worth it. If it was with Chester, I would say 100% go. But without him, it's so hard to rationalize that. I'm so hard to say yes to that. I personally wouldn't, but in the end, it is your money. Is that number what I think it is? You know, Iron Lad? If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Between the eyes, hit 'em right between the eyes. $500 crazy behavior for one band. Yeah, exactly. Like I said, if it was with Chester, I would say it's worth it. I mean, technically, in most cases, if you're watching a AAA band, you usually are paying not only for the AAA band, you're paying for their frontliner, which in many cases, honestly, some of the frontliners are absolutely insane. Like, there's been some amazing people who frontlined for AAA artists before they became popular, and hearing them live back in their heydays is amazing. But yeah, I personally say Zindani, without Chester, I don't think it's worth it. That's my input on it. Man, I cannot. Okay, you know. All right. Let's take this a step back. I need to use... Yeah, I'll pass. Then just needed an extra push. You'd already made your decision. You just needed someone to tell you, yeah, this is not a good idea. You needed someone to rationalize it for you. I know how that is. I know how that is. Trust me, I get you. What came up was, yeah. It's, look, if you know what that number is and you go through it, believe me, you'll enjoy it. Right, Kaido? It's still going, right? Just not one of those. I mean, that's the thing, right? That's the thing. You could still go and just get like a cheaper seat. Then again, it is Linkin Park and it is the music industry. I don't think there's going to be too many options for cheaper seats. I think it's still going to be like plus 200, 300. Yeah, that's what I figured. 350. Shrugs. You shrug at Muramata-san? You shrug at Igumux? No. That's fair. If it's not your cup of tea, it's not your cup of tea. Heathen. John was thinking, dude, if I could do an IRL stream where I take you all to a Linkin Park concert, A, I don't think I would be allowed to because of copyright issues, but B, that would be so much fun. I would be down for that. No, I just cannot confirm or deny at this time. You know what? Fine. I will let you off the hook. That is a fair statement. Okay, so here's the thing. This person doesn't actually use... If I want to use... They don't use black line art. So that does create a slight difference to how I want this to go. Okay, why are you guys getting... Wait, hold on. Kaido, what did you try to type when you were getting timed out? And then Harumi, what did you type that got you timed out? If you need to, put spaces in between it just so I can tell. Because... What is that? It's a command? The vanish command deletes you? Kaido, fresh spawn of the cult, welcome in. You can collect your mask at the entrance and your free robe upstairs. I did not know this. I did not know the command literally times you out. Why the timeout though? Oh man, that's hilarious. No, I did not know this. But the Kaido, thank you for the support. Welcome in. A free robe. This has been my spiel for every fresh subscriber. You get your mask at the door and you get your robe upstairs. because we couldn't really, there wasn't enough space to set up the sewing machines downstairs. We had to push it all upstairs, unfortunately. Downstairs is a little bit smaller. We need more room for the summoning circle and for the various ritual sacrifices. Whenever somebody subs of their own volition as a fresh spawn, I do my best to give that spiel every time. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Okay, let's see. I want to make the eye 1.5 years. You subbed a long time ago. I gave you the spiel. When it first came, you didn't advertise that? Do I need to put up a poster? Do I need to put a poster that says, hey, here's your fresh mask and your fresh robe? I'm a fresh spawn? That says 3 months, Harubi. That says 3 months. I can only give out so many free robes and masks, okay? I'm not made of money. And eventually, you know, like to make the mask, I need to have a fresh source of enamel. And then on top of that, the robes themselves have to be made from the finest of seaweed. We only have so many free robes. I have my limitations. I need a new robe though, because I'm pretty sure I missed. Radishes, please collect your mask at the entrance, and don't forget your fresh new robe upstairs. We can give her one from the laundry pile, right? Yeah. Like the most like ragged, careworn. It's like got holes in places. Yeah. Okay, Radishes, you can have that robe. See, I give one of you a new robe. I give one of you regular members a new robe, and now everybody wants a free robe. Well, actually, you know what? Zindani, as a moderator, you're actually entitled to 2 sets of robes. Here you go. And here you go. Here's your moderator badge. Specially sewn out of the finest of seaweed. So it's still slimy, but you know what? At least it's better heat retention. Fine. Here, Harumi. Here's your robe. There. Is everyone happy now? Y'all got your robes. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Ba, dun, 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 dun. All I can say is, with digital art, thank God for the Control-Z key. I mean, I didn't need a fresh one in another year and a half when I forget about the robes again. A full, like, exactly on the dot, a year and a half from now, Raj is going to be like, hey, don't I get a free robe? We've been over this. I gave you one already. Yeah, sure. Whenever you forget about your robe, I'll get you a new one. To be fair, if a robe made of seaweed lasts a full year, it probably disintegrates at that point. So, you know what? Needing a new robe at that point seems valid. Okay, I read it. Uh-huh. Yes. I hate about you. And do I love you? Well, we're waiting for your input, Iron. What do you think about it? Choose your words carefully. Do I? Actually, out of curiosity, if you were to join a cult, what freebies would you want? Beyond just like, you know, the uniform and the mask. Do you want your own sacrificial knife? Do you want like a piece of the god itself? Do you want your own ritual stone? Maybe a blood bowl? What would you want from your own little Cthulhian cult? Can you imagine that? Like recruiters are going around going like, yeah, sure. When you sign up for the Cthulhu cult, not only will your mind be warped and destroyed by the old one, you will also receive a free granary, a free lawnmower, maybe a little few cans of raid spray for dealing with those cockroaches in your house. Can you return my tentacles that your gospel? What tentacles? Black. I feel like those are the ones that you get lured into the cult with. And then once you get in, you realize, oh, there aren't any of those here. And then it's too late. You've already like been inducted into the cult and they're not going to let go of you anymore. Like that's the stuff that you're like, oh, you're the guy who fell for the blackjack and hookers pitch. Okay, I just want to see how this goes. Purely out of curiosity, I'm going to copy this design-wise just to see how this feels. Give me my tentacles. I am the god. I stole them. Get it right. I am the god here, Harumi. I stole them. Is that what I want? No, maybe I want like a softer edge to everything. Stabilization, brush size. Let's go strong anti-aliasing. No. How do I adjust? Hey, Moo, are you still there? All I gotta say, it's not a bad read. All right. You will survive. I will permit you to live. Where's the hardness? How do I make my brush hard? What if I want to make my brush soft? On a real note, are you using a pen tablet or something else? I'm using a pen tablet right now. I used to draw with a mouse and keyboard, and that was pain. Pain. Oh, wait, why am I... Oh my fuck, why am I using... I've been using a goddamn pen this entire time. A cult that gives out free Costco memberships? Oh, 100%. If a cult gave out free Costco memberships and didn't require anything from me, I am signing up. Well, actually, no. My biggest issue is that there isn't a Costco currently nearby me. That is my current largest issue. So the downside of this is I can't really get a nice sharp edge to the brush, which is difficult. Okay, let's ignore what we have there. Get something nice and foggy in the middle. If our outer colors are going to be dark blue, let's put inner color. I probably want a nice lighter blue, and then we'll work our way up the color scheme. Ba-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Racing to the moonlight, and I'm feeling. Can I also just say, people talk about Sam's Club, which is basically the Walmart version. What is it? People talk about Sam's Club as if it's the Walmart version of Costco. No, not even fucking close. Not even damn close. I don't know what people are on when they say that, because Sam's Club has nothing on Costco. Costco has salmon that you can cure to make raw sushi fish. I mean, to make a salmon nigiri. Sam's Club doesn't have that. Costco has a variety of baked goods that change with different cakes, different cookies, different muffins. Sam's Club's always stay the same. Sam's Club offers these like third-rate brands that don't work properly. Costco offers an actual working brand, and their own maker's mark is really good. Sorry, small rant. Sam Walton? Who's Sam Walton? Who dat? Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Walmart was started by the Waltons, hence the Oh. The Walton lore. The Walton lore. Okay. And then want to go a nice middle color. That makes so much sense, honestly. I probably want to use an airbrush for this. We'll create a new layer, clip it down. Make it big. I'm surrounded by Walmarts and Sam's stupid state. Yeah, no, Kaido, I feel you. I feel Kaido. Trust me, I'm right behind you. I hate it. I just want a half-decent Sam's Club. I mean, a half-decent Costco. I just want a Costco. That's all I desire. All I want. Just a Costco. Please, for the love of God, give me a Costco. Ba-dum, ba-dee-da-da-dum, ba-dee-dun-da-da, dee-dee-da-dum, ba-dee-da-da-dum. I have one, but it's 40 miles away. Yeah, same. Doesn't it suck? It sucks so much. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. That's why Paris Hilton joke about Walmart selling wall is actually so funny, because she knows the Waltons. I just want free samples. That's all we want. That's all we care about. If you just give us the free samples, we'll be happy. We won't bother you ever again. All we want is just the tasty, delicious free samples. Feels like I could get a better white out of that. I also want something that is kind of diffusing a little more. Let's just go pure white. And then upgrade this a little bit. Moo, where did you vanish to? Get back here, Moo. I didn't care where I got this, but it fits so well. It really does. That's a great emote to go with this song. There's no vanishing for you, Moo. Where do you think you're going? Somebody use the Moo dancing on a pole emote to summon him back. I don't have access to it right now. Is that one even on Twitch? I don't think that one's on Twitch, is it? Moo, where's the blend tool? What have I done? Why, what'd you do? I think this one's luminosity. Right underneath the eraser. Okay, let's see. Just want to blend a little bit. And then blend this just a little bit. Oh, too much blending. Too much blending. Ugh. I can never do blending very well. That's always been one of my, like... I think with physical media, I'm much better at it, but... Oh well. Let's see. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Ba-dum, da-dum. Oh, thank you for joining the Discord, Kaido. You're here to stay. There's no leaving. I hope you know that. I know nothing. Yeah, don't worry. I feel the same way right now. You know what? I can respect your dedication to living here now. Let me see. I'm trying to remember how I used to do this. Come on. Come on. Play nice with me. Good night, Kaido. Thanks for dropping by, and hey, it's a pleasure to have you here. Thank you for joining. Sleep well, alright? Bye-bye. Okay, let's try to add a harsher outline on the top of that. Dun, 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 dun. Maybe I need to look up one of the... I know the person who does this particular eye art also has a bunch of tutorials. Maybe I should look those up. Just maybe. All right, let's see. What brought up that special read? You know what? I don't remember, but we were discussing a bunch of things. And then all of a sudden we just went, hey, what was your personal this and this you like? I was like, oh, you know what I like about this? I like this. And then we ended up pinning that. It's a very simple method to draw eyes, make the irises black. Thank you, Boo. Thank you. Truly, words of wisdom. Let's see. I just want like a brush that's like that I can still like control the hardness of. Can I please just get a brush that I can adjust properly and that doesn't blend into everything? Fur brush. What? Whoa. What is this? Oh, I forgot I had that. Oh, I forgot I had these too. Oh my god, I forgot I had these highlight curves. Hold on. Wait. This might be cheating a little bit, but... Okay, that kind of works. Not gonna lie. I have no idea how to make that, but that kind of... Wait, can I do the same for the top? Let's get something really nice and bright. There's a highlight. Holy shit, that works really well. And then we just erase in some highlights. Hold on. Hold on. Trying to get an oval. Come on. Come on. That's not a highlight tool move. That's actually a brush I downloaded that I forgot I had. How the hell are you doing what? The highlight? I'm not gonna lie to you. That's just a tool. It's literally just a brush that I downloaded that is doing all the work for me. I'd use white instead of erasing. That is a fair point also. Actually, you know what? White, and then let's give it a bit of a diffused look. Let's use the cream pencil for this. No, actually, let's use the... Grab this. I want that to be a little stronger. Density of the paint. No. Amount of paint. That's a little better. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, okay. Because reflections aren't hard, so there should be that little bit of fuzziness around the edges to sell it. And then, whoops. And then just a little triangle down here. If anything, technically speaking, the reflection would kind of cut across the iris with the way that the light's positioned, I think. And then a little bit cut into the bottom here. And then I might actually take this brush and actually no, take the blender, bring down the size a little bit, blend this a little bit. Just to get rid of these harsh edges. No, I don't know if that looks good. Make it all black, matches the iris now. Yeah, that would be the smarter way to do this, to be perfectly honest. Might go darker on the iris. Where to me? Can I get your brush? I'll sacrifice some of your followers to the gods. How many are we talking? How many sacrifices exactly? My requirements are very steep. How many followers are you willing to sacrifice? Fuck it, I'm just merging everything. Make it easier to paint. Puts up shield. Imagine if a shield was enough to save you. I just want to see the I just want to see the escalating blues on the pupil. As a mod, I'm immune. Good luck to everyone. Yes, you're exempt from certain rituals. Now hold on just a second there, Harumi. Hold on just a second there. Let's not be too hasty. Let's not be too quick to jump the button there. Will this work? Okay, so if you're curious, I think it's literally just called a highlight curve 2. It should be available, if I remember right. I think I got it from here. So go to your Clip Studio, go to Clip Studio Assets. Let me see if I actually can pull it up. Highlight curve. I am fairly certain highlight curve 2. No. Honestly, Harumi, it might be this one. Here, highlight brush. I don't, the author's in Japanese, but I just typed in highlights. It's the very first one that comes up. So if you have Clip Studio Paint, you should have access to this, and it has plenty of like free brushes and assets. So this one, highlight brush, I'm fairly certain is the one that I have. Ria in this dark time. Oh, I know why this looks weird. The highlights are sitting underneath these curves. God damn it. All right, you know what? Since it's ad break, I might as well just do the exercises now. Yeah, that's true. That's the real reason why the mods are immune. It's because I give you guys the task to clean up the world after it's been blown up. Ria in this darkened sky. I kind of want to add, there's something I'm missing. Like these little dances, these little jewels inside the eye. I kind of want to add those in. So let's take, rather than blue, let's take a complementary color to blue. Let's go almost like a light aquamarine. No, let's go almost like a purplish. Technically, okay, so I made a mistake in putting together everything way too quickly, because now I can't paint underneath what I've done already. So shit. All right. Well, I messed up that I fused my layers too quickly, and so now I can't paint what I need. Thank you for the sip of clear, refreshing, hydrating coffee, Creeper. But yeah, hope that helps you, Harumi. Maybe I can use a brighter blue. Yeah, it still needs to sit underneath the highlights. Damn, I really fucked it up. Oh, well, okay. So we'll keep this eye as it is. You know what? I'm going to just try something. Why are you checking for the mod? What dastardly plans do you have? Dun 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 dun. Let's do a purple eye. Oh wait, no, I promised tentacles, didn't I? Hold on. Hold on, I promised tentacles. Let me get the tentacles ready. Can't you just paint it and then put the eye over it? No, because now the eye's just a single solid color. I messed up. Unfortunately, the truth is I messed up. It's fine. Now I'm just going to draw a tentacle. Bum ba da da dun da 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 da. Do I want the eyeball coming out of your eye, or do I want the... I'm sorry, do I want the tentacle coming out of your eye, or do I want the tentacle coming out of... How do I want to do this? Alternatively, we can also just have the tentacle emerging and giving a quick wave high before seeping back into the eye. Definitely gonna need a smaller brush for this. Oh god. My brain no worky. And not me, who make a king of anything. Who died and made you king of anything. We're gonna give you tentacle booba. Big old tentacle booba. Biggie tentacle booba. Yes, Moo, did that catch your attention? Let's see, I probably want the tentacle to go this way across. Yes, I do. Okay. I like me tentacle booba. Do I need to add nips onto them to truly qualify as tentacle booba, or are they fine as they are? Any of you Marvel Rival players should recognize this song. Ding, 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 ding. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. And the times. Ba-da-dum. Ba. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Bum. The Jeff song. I like it's just become the Jeff song now. All right, let's see. Perspective is kind of weird, but you get the idea. Actually, I suppose I should probably, in order to hide the eye underneath, should probably paint it up this way. Make it a little bit lumpy, so it's not just one straight line. No, I got the eye, not the eye. I probably should have seen that one coming. Probably should have seen that one coming. And then, like any proper tentacle booba, you gotta have these long flesh hooks that are used to like grab onto things and twist them. Little flanges. Used for when you have to just grab onto something really small and delicate at the end of the tentacle that normally the suckers just wouldn't be enough to stimulate. What? A tentacle split tongue. Like, yes, technically. Yes. That's not incorrect. There you go. You have tentacles. And probably should include this. Whoops. She's a girl. Just none, you need to go. What more can she say? He wanted her, she wanted him as well. All of her friends, they stuck up their nose. He was a skinner boy, she said see you later boy. He wasn't good enough for her. For now, she sits alone, feeding the baby, she's all alone. Guess who she sees? Calls off her friends, they already know. If I remember right, I can actually make this kind of interesting by erasing into this a little bit. See you later, boy. He wasn't good enough for her. What he's worth. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. What he's worth. Ba-dum, ba-dum, dun 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 dun. Sorry, girl, but he's mine out. Shit. Da 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 da. When was the last time I heard an Avril Lavigne song? You're just a boy, and I'm just a girl. Any more obvious? We fucked your boyfriend, and we slept with him. And everybody now has STDs. Dun, 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 dun. Maybe I should keep it black. I think erasing it doesn't give it enough texture at the moment. Well, you don't approve of my alternate lyrics? You know what? Just for Moo's sake, hold on. Just for Moo's sake, to really make these tentacle sucker boobas. All right. I'm frankly not really sure what else I can add to this. I'd also like to point out, it took me 2.5 hours just to get here. If you feel special, you should. You should. Tent. Titticles. 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 There we go. There we go. Titticles. Henceforth you shall refer to it as such. Alright, let me just do a quick... Let me do a quick speed paint of an eye just to see what I can do. Now that I'm slowly starting to remember what I need to do to get everything together. I shall refrain some such... Hazel, you're not going to humor us? You're not going to engage in the sin and the debauchery? Excellent use of tits. Sorry, of the TTS. Excellent usage of it. But thank you for the sip of clear, refreshing, hydrating coffee, and also congrats on getting a blue mask. Hey, so congrats on getting a gray mask. Nobody's rolled the gold or the ultra rare in a while, huh? Good night, Hazel. Thank you for keeping us company. I appreciate it. Sleep well. Zidani got a blue mask. Blue, blue, blue. Radishes got a gray mask. Not bad, not bad. Hey, Moo got a purple. Purple. Nice, nice, nice. Iron Lad got a gray. Iron Lad got a blue. Very nice. Gray. Did you get the SR? Oh, you did? Wait. SR is purple. SSR is gold. And then UR is the rainbow. Last one, I believe in you. Rare. Now watch this. Watch the power of the god of gotcha. Damn it. Zidani gets a blue mask. I get a blue mask. Zidani gets a gray mask. Zidani gets a gray mask. Ooh, maybe I should give you guys a 10 roll, huh? There! Oh, the SR is gold. Wait. What did I set the purple at? Wait. What did I set the... Oh, purple's elite. That's right. That's right. That's my bad. I initially thought I had set the SR as purple and then the SSR as gold. Da 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 dee dee. Hey, Radish's got her purple. Nice. Dun 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 dun. Going down swinging. Exercise is on cooldown? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. What, are you going to try and punish me for the rigged gacha rates? Huh? Ooh, Moo gets a gold mask. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Nice. People's lucks are starting to turn around. You know what that means? The next ultra rare roll is right around the corner. You just gotta try. You just gotta keep trying. Yeah, to punish you. Blue. Blue. Still on blues. Gray. Gamba, gamba. Gamba. Alright, got a gold, got a gold. Nice, Moon, nice. Maybe I should make it a challenge, like, for whoever manages to roll, like, 5 URs, you can trade it in for 1 blank voucher to do anything you want on stream. Feels like that could be dangerous, but feels like it also could be fun. Blue, elite, nice, nice, nice. Yes. Waste your points. That way you can't use them on bashing me with tentacles. Waste them all. Moo gets a blue. See, this is why I want to put on a actual like gacha animation, because I think it'd be pretty funny to see people try. Was with all these rare? Well, Moo, you see, if you've played a gacha game, you should know this is a very familiar experience. Blue, nice, nice. Ba da 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 da. Dee 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 dee. Gray. All I get is rare. That's the way the gacha rolls. Sometimes the gacha really likes you. Sometimes the gacha fucks you over. Broke it. Me by name. My own damn game. Moo's just like, fuck it. Rage. I'm just a big duck tonight. Blood. It's okay, Moo. Give it another 20 times and maybe you'll hit the rainbow. The ultra rare. Maybe you'll hit the ultra rare, Moo. It's right there. Why am I getting flipped? Also, how did you know that was a command? Gray, gray, gray. Oh, you know, that just means the rainbow's around the corner. Gray. Blue. Moo's getting really... Moo, have you heard of something called the desire sensor? It's when you really, really want something and the gacha knows that you want something. The gacha knows that you desire this thing, and because it knows that you desire it, you'll never get it. You have to let go of that desire, Moo. You have to separate yourself from the desire when you roll. You can't let it know. If it knows, then it's all over. Ratchet gets a gray. Moo gets a blue. I'm going for the 20. I believe in you. I believe in you. Maybe it's the 20. Just a midnight dusk tonight. If I don't get it, what did I do? I am simply the designer of the gacha. I didn't do anything. Young blood. Just a dead man walking tonight. Elite. Hey, you know, at least Moo got something different. I've just saved mine for tentacles. That's fair. That's fair. I don't even care about UR. What are you aiming for then? Are you just aiming for the gold? You've gotten the gold before. Rare, common. Common. Moo's not having good luck today. I'm aiming for. What did I do? This is hardly my fault. Blue. You got nothing, Moo. And I'm behind 20 inches of reinforced steel. What are you gonna do? You can't get me. I'm invulnerable. I was born in a raging storm. I'm untouchable. I'm gonna get you to play another scary ass game. What? You know, that would require me to do another subathon. I have to do 2 subathons within a year. Do you know how insane that is? The very concept of that. Let's do the next layer. This. John, the ultimate monologue is you can't kill me anyway. No, actually, no, there was a really good one. There's a really, really good, like, you can't touch me line that I can't remember off the top of my head. But I read it once and I was just like, holy shit, that goes hard. Still needs to finish the ones he's playing. Look, I've been trying to finish Silent Hill 2. It's just like scheduling, things keep happening. Where I can't really scream out loud. It's not my fault. Okay. Circumstances have forced my hand, unfortunately. You can't touch me, only I can touch me. That just sounds wrong and naughty. The ultimate monologue is Ultron's when he's talking about how it's meant to be beautiful. Okay, look, if you're gonna give somebody monologues, it has to be James Spader, the voice for Ultron. Like, that man knows how to deliver on like the hardest lines and make them sound so fucking menacing. Like, him as Reddington is actually terrifying. I think in the show Blacklist, like, holy shit, you actually feel genuinely terrified. Fine. Dinner time. Good night, radishes. Sleep well. Thank you for sticking with us for so long. Enjoy your meal, all right? Bye-bye. Oop, don't want that. Don't want that either. You know what? Fuck it. I'm leaving it. Dinner all gone. Now you sit with us. Hey, let radishes eat. Let radishes feast on their misbegotten goods. Let's try that highlight brush again. I have an idea. So what we'll do is we'll get that bright green, maybe go a little more aquamarine here. Put that on top. That it could be curved a little more. So we have the green there. And then let's go on the other end of the spectrum and get like a light blue. And then we'll put that right on top. You know what? I should put that on a different layer. Enjoy your meal, radishes. Take care. And then we take our eraser and just strike a few erasures through the blue to let the green shine through. There we go. And then we have white highlights on the bottom, same as last time. Let's lower the brush size a little bit. Ooh, wait. Oh, wait. Through adjusting the brush size, I can kind of like adjust the amplitude of it. That's actually really interesting. Hold on. Maybe I can use that. Go a little bit longer. That's too long. I made it too long. I made it too long. I'll be there. Okay, we got the blue. Then we go bright green. And then we layer that on top. Bam. And then take the eraser. Profit. Beautiful golden profit. And let's see what else I've got. Maybe we can use this cloud brush to get... Yes, okay. So what we'll do is we'll take the cloud brush. Where's the iris? Okay. So right underneath all those highlights, just take the cloud brush, put in maybe like a nice light palish blue. Come on. Come on. Okay. Bring this down by 1. Let's see. Let's reduce the opacity of that ever so slightly. Okay. And then on top of all of this, we throw on some highlights using white and our side paint. Okay, I think we are done with our second eye. Da, 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 da. Okay. And then for this one, what I want to try with this is where I want to try that effect where the colors are showing through your eyelashes. That's going to be a lot harder to do. But essentially what we're going to do is first take the black. Double check. Okay. So using this brush, I'm just going to go ahead and paint in the eyelashes as normal. So let's say we want one strand here. But heaven ain't close in a place like this. Okay, and then the rest are gonna go backwards like this. Told me he was a boyfriend in February of last year. You know, in a couple of years, there's going to be kids who don't know what this song is, and that's going to hurt. Da, 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 da. There's already kids who don't know what Linkin Park is, and that hurts too. There's kids who will grow up never knowing the beauty that is alt-rock. What kind of cruel, insignificant world is this? Yep, it's pain. I think the day a kid comes up to me and goes like, "Hey, mister, what's that song you're listening to?" I'm just going to keel over. Just end me. In February of last year. Thank God I'm not one of those. Yeah. Iron Lad, you're not quite that much of a millennial. Still a millennial, but not that much of a millennial. Don't you dare, Moo. Don't you flippin' dare. You know, the thing is, with the education level of America lately, I would actually not even be surprised if some of them don't even know that that's in a memorial park. Let's be real. That would not be a gigantic surprise. A girlfriend that I had in February of last year. Like a confidential. This better than being called a crybaby Gen Z. Is that an actual thing people call you? Wait, is Gen Z... Are we Gen Z? I can't remember. The thing is, if it's my generation, we are the ones getting fucked over the most. Like, the younger generation's going to have a whole new world to look forward to with technological advancements and everything. Our generation is just getting fucked because we're not going to have Social Security. We're not going to have housing. What is it? We're going to be in constant debt. So, honestly, if it's my generation we're talking about, that's not too surprising. Lincoln fought all the vampire. Yeah, we can't forget about the ultimate vampire hunter, Lincoln. May he rest in peace. Far too many people don't remember the historic sacrifices that Lincoln made to slay all the vampires in America. Like the famed lumberjack bloodthirster and the red coat of Sumer. I have that DVD. It's a good like trash flick, basically. You watch that when you're like, I just want a good time right now. Okay. Now let's try this erasure technique and see how it works. Well, yeah, your man. Around to the ground. Ooh, that does also erase. That does also erase the line of the pupil. I need to draw that back in. Maru! Hi, Maru. Hello, hello. How is Paper Mario? Are you getting... I feel like you rated before with that. Are you getting close to finishing it, or are you still continuing? How are you? Welcome, Raiders. If you don't know me, my name is Magical Prince John John. I am a Prince VTuber. We're currently just practicing some art. How is Thousand Paper Doors? Someday... I feel like I haven't played any of the classical Mario games. Like, I've played Mario Odyssey, and that's really about it. So it's good we just finished chapter 6. How many chapters are there? Is there a lot? But yeah, Raiders, if you came in with Maru, please feel free to get some food, get some water, whatever you need to do for your after stream care. Or feel free to hang around and watch me flub up on lines over and over again. 8 and a prologue. Oh, okay, okay. So hey, you're getting pretty close. You excited? You're almost there, Maru. You're almost there. Freedom is on the horizon. Soon you shall be the one who finished the paper door. Fuck yeah. And yeah, my chat, if you don't know Maru, Maru's a very, very sweet cafe owner. Always lovely to drop in and listen to their stream. Please go drop by and give Maru a follow. And yeah, Maru, you too also like do any like after stream care you gotta do, whatever you need to do. Like if you need to get water, need to take a rest, totally understandable. We're just gonna be here cutting lines into eyes. Oh, maybe it's not a full erasure. Maybe that's why. It might just be a partial like this. Maybe that's why, to prevent deleting the lines for the upper eyelid. I love this song. I love Otto. Otto's just so good. Otto is an amazing, wonderful singer, and I'm so thankful that I was born in a generation that can appreciate her music. Let's see how this looks. Oh, that's a little better. Dun, 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 dun. Or maybe, ooh, okay, better idea, better idea, better idea. Run it back, run it back. We're running it back one more time. All right, what if I make it like, almost like hairs? So cut away into it like this. There we go. Now we're talking. Now we're getting that weird exoticness. Just long lines leading down. Okay. Hey guys. Where should I put the tentacle for this eye? It's one of my arts. It has to be cursed in some way. Where should I put the tentacle for this eye? We already did one out of the pupil. Or should I put a mouth? Let's see. Thank you for the sip of clear, refreshing, hydrating coffee, Maru. Hey, Maru got a gray. Wait, did Moo give up on rolling the gacha? Moo was just like, you know what? Couldn't hit it. It's done. It's over. We're out of here. I don't know if I should put that hair effect on this, but let's see how that looks. No, it doesn't work on that last bit. Never listened to a single one of their songs? Wait. Jose, are you saying you never listened to any Linkin Park? Ooh, I don't know how to feel about that one. Jose, you've got to listen to at least one, please. I'm begging you. I feel like I'm constantly promoting them and saying that, hey, their music's great. You've got to try one. Please. Please, Jose. No, I'm coming after you. You can't find me, Moo. You don't have a particular set of skills. You don't have a way of locating me. You what? Apparently Jose over on YouTube has never heard a single Linkin Park song, which, holy shit. Hey, that's really impressive, because I feel like if you grew up anytime in the last, like, 15, 20 years, you would have heard it. That's... damn. Damn. That's impressive on another level. Did you get the jumper cables? Are they for you or for me? I almost want to try something. Where's my white highlight? Right underneath that, let's lay down a green highlight. Go a little bit darker. No, I said I wouldn't judge people for not listening to certain kinds of music as much as it hurts me. As painful as it is, I will not judge Jose for not listening to Linkin Park. I will not be that individual. It will hurt, but I will not judge. And then take, let's say, a bright blue, and just add little flecks inside the eye. Actually, no, let's bring that back. I need to put it on a new layer so I can drop the opacity. And then let's take maybe a little bit of yellow, a little bit of golden yellow. Then drop the opacity on all of that. There we go. Okay. You know what? I kind of like this greenish eye. I think taking the textures and then trying to like add that texture through erasing the solid lines actually worked out really well. Creates a nice effect on it. Oh, wait. Hold on. We're not done yet. We're not quite done yet. There's one last part that I've got to dial in. So, on a layer underneath everything. How's it going, John? I'm going pretty good, Sino. I'm practicing drawing eyes because it's been a while. It's been a long time. How are you, Sino? Let's see. Draw some shading on the underside of the eye. Bring it to a point here. Tentacle eye looks squirmy. Not intended to be tentacles. This one was just me messing around with erasing the solid lines inside the actual eye to create like an almost like an eyelash effect, like individual hairs. Yeah, it wasn't intended for it to be tentacle-like. Okay, there. Okay, now we're good. We just needed that little bit of shading on the whites. Now, where should I put a tentacle? That's the final question. We need to figure out where we're going to put a tentacle in all of this. Maybe a nice green one this time. Give me a nice dark green. MKZ just got finished with my personal D&D game. Ooh. Ooh. How many players did you murder? No, how was your session this time? Any gremlins, or did you have a lot of fun? All right, throw all this into... where's my group? New layer folder. Throw them all in there. One went unconscious, but they survived. You know what? That's a good fight. You want to put the fear of God in them. You don't want to kill them, but you want to put the fear of God. Let's see. I almost want to have a tentacle just squirming over the eye itself. That's good. I'm glad you had a good session. Let's see. Suckers. Probably would be easiest just to do like this. You a fan of Fall Out Boys and Donnie? Yeah, this is 3.5 edition, so there's no 3 turns saved. Wait, how does... I don't actually know how unconscious and death works in 3.5. Is it just like you go down and that's pretty much it? Like you lose all your health and then bam. Phoenix. Bum bum ba da 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 ba da da da. Unconscious at -1, dead if 10. Oh. Not all their music, but I do enjoy this jam. That's fair, yeah. I feel like Fall Out Boy is like very much, hey, I like some of their music. Not all, but some. They're like the epitome of that. If -1 or lower, you bleed out 1 per turn. I like that system. It adds a lot more of a threat. I feel like the thing I don't like about death and unconsciousness in current 5e edition is I don't like the fact that you can basically say, my guy went unconscious. He took a whole bunch of damage and he's bleeding out on the ground, but I've got approximately 2 turns before I need to get to him. I do like the idea that, hey, you're just constantly bleeding out HP, and if you don't get to them, it's going to make it that much harder to get them back alive. I do like that. I like that system a lot better. In fact, I might actually see if I can introduce that, because that seems infinitely more interesting to me. Then again, I tend to also put my players through some pretty hard fights, so maybe that's not a good idea. Let's see. Last time I played 3.5, you were unable to revive if you took negative damage more than half your max. That checks out. Some monsters even say in their monster manual segment that they will specifically target downed unconscious targets and run away. Yes. Real fast. I did that to... Okay, so I've been playing with the group for a while, and they weren't newbies, but they hadn't really like experienced threat. They hadn't really experienced danger, you know? Up until that point, I've been kind of like being like, okay, this is your first D&D session. I don't want to scare you off too fast, so let's take it easy. And then one game, I said, okay, so the goblin shoots your cleric in the knee and he goes unconscious. And they're like, okay, that's fine. Like we'll just throw a healing potion in him. And I said, and then his friend right next to him takes out his knife and stabs your unconscious body. It's so fun. That moment when you just see the dawning realization cross over everybody's face. They're like, oh fuck, they can do that. We don't become invulnerable when we're unconscious. If anything, we become easy targets. It's just so nice to see that realization. Did you think this was a game? No, like there's an actual like legend. I forget. There's a specific name for kobolds. Let me look this up actually. Kobolds and traps. What is it? Scary. D&D. What is it? Okay, there's a specific type of kobold that became really famous because of the way that a DM was running it. Oh, Tucker's kobolds, yeah. And basically, so if you're unaware, in D&D, kobolds are these like super low level, very squishy. They've got like a few hit points. You hit them a couple times and they're dead. Even at low level, you can usually take on one or two. So most people tend to view kobolds and goblins as not that scary. They're like very weak creatures. But then Tucker's kobolds are kobolds that are smart, that think intelligently, that say, hey, look, we've got a bunch of people coming to our home, but this is our home. We know the layout. We know where to set up traps. We know how to set up, push them into deadly encounters. And Tucker's kobolds are famous for a whole bunch of high-level players thinking that they were safe, that they were like super powerful, walking into a dungeon without preparing, and getting absolutely rolled by a band of kobolds who put a whole bunch of deadly traps, forced them into fights where they could only hit one kobold at a time, pack tactics, just complete almost annihilation from some of the weakest creatures in the game. And it's that kind of strategic thinking that really takes the monster from this like simple thing that doesn't really know how to fight. And you're just like, okay, it's got stat blocks, it's got abilities. It's just a back and forth battle. And then takes you into this whole arena where you're like, oh, the enemies can think. They're reasoning, intelligent creatures, and they know how to apply that reasoning, experience, and intelligence to use against you. You're not the only ones who can plan out encounters. Narrow tunnels that you can't swing a big sword in. Exactly. Pitfalls, split up the party through cave-ins, bombs. I think my personal favorite is my last group. I had them following what looked like a pretty low level, easy to kill enemy. It basically led them into what essentially was a giant furnace, closed the door behind them, and then just turned up the heat. I was like, you see before you this big stone room. You can feel residual heat. You look inside, there's like combed over ashes. Clearly stuff is usually incinerated in here. And they're like, oh, that's fine. Like, it's just an old oven. We can follow the guy through. I was like, really? All right. Walk into the oven, turn up the heat. Hey guys, you ever smelled your own flesh burning? Big giant fights are always fun, but there's also a lot of fun in making players fear your enemies. Realize that, hey, just because they're low level doesn't mean they're pushovers. Let's see, merge selected layers, John, I want to play with you. I would like to find some way to set up like a what is it? I would like to find some way to set up a group D&D thing. The problem is mostly just going to be like finding time and really like a way to let everyone play without having to worry about Twitch delay and stuff like that. That's the biggest issue. Take wisdom from the humble kobold. Superior numbers and positioning trumps power every time. Yeah, like in all honesty, like even if you ignore the fact that kobolds can set up traps and what is it? Even if you ignore the fact that kobolds can set up traps and plan out all these really strategic moves against you, just the simple concept of you can attack once per turn, right? Let's say you have this big giant sword, you're going to kill a kobold per turn. That's great. There's 50 kobolds stabbing you. Yes, they don't do a lot of damage, but even 1 damage per kobold is 50 damage per turn. That's going to stack up really, really fast. And then with pack tactics, they're all rolling an advantage. So you know what? They're pretty much guaranteed to hit you unless you are that much higher level than they are. It's really fun just to completely turn the tables on your players and make them realize that, hey, maybe you shouldn't just walk into traps with your eyes open. But yeah. Apparently I'm a bit of a sadist DM as described by one of my players. I don't let them level up. I give them limited amounts of gold. They have plenty of magic items though, I'll point out. They have plenty of magical items. Being invincible? Absolutely. As Invincible himself learned, you ain't invincible. People usually play medium-sized creatures. Yeah. Like hit and run tactics are super effective when your creature can literally like run away. It's why like creatures with burrow are so terrifying. If they have like a disengage ability and a burrow, like the fact that your other side can't hit them consistently is already a huge threat. That's already like so much damage being missed out on. Yeah, I would love to play D&D with chat or like just run some quick sessions. But like let's say for example, like if I were to say starting right now, I'd say, hey, you guys arrive at a crossroads. Would you want to go left or you want to go right? First, you have to also decide, how is chat deciding? Do they go left or do they go right? Is it like a majority vote? Is it the first person to type into chat? But then that's not fair to the other people. So I've been trying to plan it out, and I've been trying multiple methods and testing them out with other people through Discord calls and stuff, and it just doesn't work. This is why I like Rogue Disengage. Yeah, Rogue, Monk, both are really good at hitting things and running away, or you can pick up a feat that lets you, whenever you make an attack, you get the benefits of Disengage. Yeah, there's a lot of really good methods to play around it. I go left, but before I do, I flip the sign to point opposite of what... Behind you, off in the distance, you hear the screams of tortured warriors as they fall into the spiked pits that were originally meant to point to the right. Yeah. Yeah, I'd have to figure out a system to do it. I think one option I might explore is we offer a choice, and while chat is debating over it and typing in what they want, we go by majority vote, and I'm just describing flavor text the whole time that the vote's happening. The problem with that is that's a lot of improv I'm going to have to come up with on the spot. A lot of improv. Gonna have to explore that concept. Gonna have to see where that takes us. Ba-dun-dun-dun. see. I just want to see. Ah, shoot. I didn't realize that. Damn it. I was going to close up shop for the night, but I think we're going to have to stay a little bit longer until the ad break finishes. It's like a da-dum, ba-da-da-dee-doo-doo-doo-doo. Yeah. I've been working on that goddamn D&D plan with chat for almost 2 years now. Still haven't found a solution that I would be satisfied with. It's hard. It's hard. Gotta really dial in everything. Okay, get rid of these. I wonder. I almost want to add like a white highlight in the middle. Nah, never mind. Let's see. Can I just add like a white outline on the top just to see? No. All right. I think we're pretty good with this piece. I don't know what that tentacle is doing, but it's stroking the whites of your eyes. So you know what? We'll have to go with that. Gonna have to enjoy the feeling of suckers pulling at your eye whites. Oh god, that sounds so disturbing when I put it that way. I do like this though. This kind of like effect that you get when you just erase in like long strokes. It almost like creates like a fur effect. I wonder if I could actually use that to draw in fur. Could be interesting to try layering that. Actually, I wonder. Let's purely for fun, because we have a little bit of time to kill while the ad break is finishing up. Let me just fill this in and see what this looks like. Grab this. And grab something a little bit darker. Grab the airbrush. Buckle it down. And then go something a little bit lighter. Meh. I give up. All right. Sorry for closing right after the ad break. I was already planning on finishing the stream for the night, but thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. Thank you for speaking about my love with me, TTRPGs. And what else did we discuss today? Talking about different ways that eyes can be used, the way that tentacles can emerge from eyes. But I think we're going to close it up for tonight. It's getting pretty late. I need to get some sleep. And you all need to get some sleep. Ugh. Okay, announcements. So there won't be any more streams until Saturday. Have a good day tomorrow. Thank you, Cena. Thank you. Thank you for dropping by. And hey, thank you for starting up a D&D conversation. Always love doing so. Okay, so there won't be any streams until Saturday. Like I said, got to drive the wifey to the airport. On Saturday will be the gacha themed presentation. I'm going to do my best to put it all together because I have not started putting together the slides. I have the topics written down. I have a general outline. I have not started building the slides yet. And I'm so far behind. But yeah, so Saturday will be a gacha themed presentation. Going to do my best to make it as entertaining as possible. And if it works very well, we'll start off a whole new thing with John Talks. But don't forget, you can still tell me what your favorite gacha game is on Twitter, Blue Sky, and the Discord. Hold on. Whew. Once a week, I try and post a edited clip on YouTube and TikTok. So if you want to drop there, you can check out little funny moments that, hey, some chat members are sometimes part of. Outside of that, Discord is probably the easiest way to get notified when I go live because I've stopped using Twitter and Blue Sky for that purpose. I just kind of use it as my, like, letting out my midnight diarrhea as I ponder the secrets of the world. But thank you, everyone. Please take care of yourselves. Go get some sleep, get some food, get some water, whatever you need. We are going to send you on. Let's send you guys on to... You know what? I haven't been to see... Sorry, I was thinking about who to rate. Okay, so here's my question. Does anybody have an opinion on if you want to go see more art or if you wish to go watch someone play a Spiritfarer? Do you have an opinion? The artist is much better than I am, I'll say that. Roll a d20 for it. D18? Wait, but we didn't decide what we're gonna roll. Okay, how about this? 11 to 20 is art, and 1 to 10 will be Spiritfarer. Two. Wait, what did I say? Was that Spiritfarer or did I say that was art? Well, fuck it. The Spiritfarer person just ended, so we're just gonna go say hi to the art person. I was like, okay, yay! We're gonna go see Spiritfarer. Never mind. Okay. If you don't know them, Beru Flower is an artist and animator. Gorgeous work. Puts together some really, really cool stuff. Always worth checking out. Definitely advise checking out her Twitter and her own personal Discord where she posts up her work. But if you don't mind using the raid messages when we get there, first one for subscribers, second one for followers, both to say hi, but also as a way to register you as a vote. Yes, go out there and vote. Make sure to register to vote. Register you as a viewer in their chat because Twitch is weird. But take care of yourselves. I will see you all on Saturday. Remember, go tell me what your favorite gacha game is so I have more input. You okay there? I had a brain fart. Straight up, my tongue stopped working. My brain stopped working. It all went to hell. I basically had a stroke. All right. Take care of yourselves. Be good to each other, or don't be. Torture each other, maim each other, enact the purge. No. Be good to each other. Go out there, make something weird, make something neat. And no matter what, always do something perverted. With consent. Wait, can I take that statement back? Go out there and do something... fun. Nope. No. Do not clip that. Do not clip that. Absolutely not. Thank you, everyone, for keeping me company tonight. I'll see you guys on Saturday. Bye.